accidentally became the birdman of Roatan. Most of the birds were donations, generally from expatriates that had moved to the Bay Islands with a lovely picture of paradise, which generally included a parrot. Eventually, without really knowing very much about parrots probably, or later on most people really didn't know very much about paradise. So it's the national bird of Honduras, so that means that it is protected, or should be protected. In parts of the country it is, parts of the country not so much. It's still prevalent in the wild in the Mesquite, in a remote area on the eastern part of the country, but is now missing in much of the rest of the country. We've focused on this bird here in Copán in particular because it was also a very sacred bird to the Maya and figures pretty heavily in their mythology. The ruins here in Copán have more bird imagery than any other of the Mayan ruins, and a lot of it is focused on the scarlet macaw. The past 3 years have been involved in a program here locally to reintroduce free-flying scarlet macaws into the Copán Valley, figuring that they were here certainly before. We were fortunate in that the collection here at Macaw Mountain had quite a lot of scarlet macaws. We had 3 breeding pairs at the time this began at Macaw Mountain, and there were 2 breeding pairs we knew of at the archaeological park. By the end of the 3rd release, including the birds born at the ruins, 20 birds will have been added to the initial 14 in a period of about 2.5 years. We have birds in this aviary now that are nesting, and we have 2 babies already hatched. 1 pair is sitting on 3 eggs, and we have 2 other pairs that are going through breeding behavior.